G'day folks, welcome back to the channel for episode number 8 of our cold Spellbreaker playthrough, where I did some farming in between the episodes. I got a Gaze of Angoliax, which is the +1 to all skills in Arcanist amulet. Aside from that, a little bit of chaos resistance and a small amount of chaos, or cold damage, sorry. This doesn't really do a whole lot, so if you have something like Maven's Lens here, it's probably same. You'd be trading a decent amount of defense on the Maven's Lens for a little bit more offense on the Gaze of Angoliax. For me, it's probably better for the offense, but it's up to you if you prefer to have a little more defense. Let's go ahead and chuck these potions in here. As I said, every time I come back to town, I check Isaiah Redden's inventory and I buy these 2 potions. I'm hoping for 1 Aether resistance potion and 1 Chaos resistance potion. We'll see if I get them, but that is what I'm hoping for. I also leveled up from memory and I put 1 point in Night's Chill, 1 point in Breath of Belgothian, which basically means we can use this more often, and then the last point I put into Frozen Core. So with that said, let's go ahead and head out the left side of Homestead and continue the main story. As you can see, we picked up the 2 quests for the eggs and the ethereal manifestation, or the ethereal amalgam, sorry. There's no MIs out here that I'm particularly interested in, so anything that does drop is probably not of interest to us aside from selling. Didn't see him die there, but anyway. Right, so let's go kill some eggs. Does this kill eggs? It does, lovely. That definitely kills eggs. So we're looking for 10 of these, and then we will be on our way. Here's our last 2. Let's go ahead and kill this guy as well. As you can see, doing a decent amount more damage now. Although that may have just been a change in enemy types. Whatever the reason, I'll take it. Storm's Edge, sounds like lightning. Definitely is lightning. Alright, we've got our eggs dead. We could go back and turn that in, but he will just send us back out again to kill the Swarm Queen Ravna. So I think we're just going to go kill her and then we'll turn it all in one go. Melee is still relevant, which is strange, but you know, I'll take it. In this area, we are looking for this little lectern here, which has Dahlia's... Diala, is it? Dayla's diary? Anyway, that diary, we want it. It's a quest item. As you can see here, there's also a shrine over here, and everybody wants more shrines all the time. Let's go ahead and read those. You know what, you guys just... Everybody stop, okay? This is the everybody stop button. And the flies just ignore it. I'll just go stand in this and see what happens. Okay, so another devotion point. We now have the 10% movement speed. If you go to tab number 2 here at the top, you have run speed. We are now capped on run speed. We cannot get any more, so this is as fast as we are going to run ever. Other things to look for out here is in this barn, or potentially there's a couple other places as well. There will be a body on the floor. Inside that body will be the last will and testament of someone, Matthias Everbrook, I think. We want that. So in the barn, potentially in this house, I think it might be this one. It's not this one. Maybe it's down here when we get it. That's fine. We will eventually find it. There is another house just here that it could be in. Knock knock, I'm coming in. Okay, it's always on a body, so if you want to find a body like this one, open him up, there it is. And it was Martha's Everbrook, and Walter's note as well, because why not? So, a little bit of XP, you can come out the back here if you are so inclined, and there's some loot. Getting a lot of stuff on the floor. Should have played a, I think it's Sorcerer? You can take Sigil of Consumption and convert it to cold. So then you'll have cold sigils on the floor. You'll be throwing meteors at things. Everyone have a grand old time. Alright, so they're all dead. No, they're not. This guy may be immune to cold. Let's see if we can find out if he's completely immune or just highly resistant. I think he's dead. Let's grab this rift gate and then head on down this way. There is a little girl inside a cave-in who we are going to go kill because she has some blood that we need to collect. I know that sounded really dark, but it's fine. She's a demon. You can read this journal. You can talk to these people. They will tell you all about the demon that they've trapped inside the cave. I don't believe there's a quest related to this, but when you kill it, you will get a quest reward with some XP and a Blood of Chthon. So, here we are. 1 dynamite exchange for 1 Blood of Chthon is an exchange I will make every day of the week and twice on, well, the saying is Sunday, but you know what, I'll do it twice every day. Generally, you want to take the bottom options. Something seems off here is the one you want, so her eyes flicker with flame, and you can call her a demon and blow her up, which is what we're going to do. Alright, there we go, dead. Now we are standing in fire, so obviously move. We got some XP there. And more importantly, we got a Blood of Chthon, which is a very, very nice rare crafting component. Not the rarest, but it is rare. Now, this is straight up better than the one I have. The only downside, of course, being we'd have to go get a new emblem to wear it. You know what, I'm lazy. I'm not going to bother. Okay, loading screen taking a little bit. That's fine. Alright, we should have just mapped back to the Rotting Croplands Riftgate. There are 2 other things we want in this area. I guess 3, if we're considering the entirety of the left side as one area. We want to head over to the left here and find a... Oh, this is the other building that the body you were looking for could be in. We want to head over this way. There could potentially be I think it's an ancient Aetherwarped totem over here. I'm not hugely fussed about finding it, but if it's here, I'll do it. Otherwise, we continue up the left side here. Totem could be here, it's not. Could be down here, I think. I didn't see it. Regardless, we're heading up the left side to another cave-in that we are going to dynamite, and there is a very nice treasure chest behind that. So just here, kill all these idiots standing out the front. 1 dynamite for an exalted chest, or a hidden wealth, I guess. XP because it's a quest, blue item because it's a one-shot chest, and can we use those yet? 37. I think I will use that. So we just hit 34, which is a nice level, but 35 is a much nicer level. We're going to continue putting points in physique, I think. Maybe up to 40. And then we'll start pumping spirit and cunning 50-50, I think, is the plan. As far as skills go, I think we're done with Nightblade. You could put more into Shadow Dance. More chance to avoid attacks is really good. I think this goes up to around 20%. More points in Pneumatic Burst is also good. Total speed is good for everybody. And 1 point in Shadow Strike. At some point I will get this, probably around the same point as we get the proc on Rumor, or Murmur I think it is. That said, I think we're going to go back to Arcanist, and 2 points in the bar, 1 point in Frozen Core, I think, until we get to the end. We'll take the Mental Alacrity passive, we'll take the Conversion, and we'll take Elemental Unbalance, 1 point in each of those. Otherwise, straight to the end for Star Pact. Right, so now we have to find the hive. Searing of the elements. No proc, no good. Yes, we need to find the hive, which it has, I think, 5, maybe 4 random locations. I should say the locations are not random, but which one it's going to be in is going to be random. So you just kind of have to run around in like this area, and eventually you'll find it. There it is. So cave entrance going in. Now in here, there are going to be a couple of sort of hidden areas off to the side. Generally you can take them or leave them, it doesn't really matter. This one here, I'm going to go down because there is a chance for an exalted chest in there, and realistically there's no reason not to get it. There's going to be 2 bosses in this area, Lozakal and I can't remember the other guy's name. They're the Grand Viziers anyway, and we want to kill both of those because we need their pheromone glands to get into Queen. Usually one in the first section, one in the second section. Regardless, we're going to come back for that. The exalted chest can potentially be in this little room here, usually up against this wall. It's not here, so I guess we'll kill this guy. Let's go ahead and get out of that poison. Okay, that's a really nice belt by the looks of it. Can we wear it without nuking our resistances? Absolutely, yes we can. Alright, that is a really, really lucky drop. You're probably not going to get that, but you know what, I got it, so I'm going to wear it. So, some more good defenses in melee range. You don't have to come in here and clear all this, I just thought that was a juicy pack, so why not? There is nothing else we are interested in on this floor. I think. Hang on. That may have been not the one I'm thinking of. I'm just going to check. Swimming hatchery. I don't think this is the one with the doorway down, but we'll go to check anyway. Yeah, no it isn't. Okay. Good. I was where I thought I was, even though I thought I wasn't. Right. So head into the second part of the Royal Hive area. This is the door. No, this is the door that I was thinking of. So we go down here. Now we're taking a short detour into the Lord of the Rings for this section. So there is a troll, I guess we'll call him, in the bottom part here. We have to go down another floor, so let's do that. There's a troll in this section, whose name is Gollus, and he has this ring that he really, really, really likes, and the flavor text on it is actually pretty good, and you can tell that they were definitely going for a Lord of the Rings reference. Who's shooting me? Okay, everybody's dead. Good. There is also a devotion shrine right here, which we are going to do. I'm going to wait for this acid to clear up, even though it's going to drop spiders on me anyway. Okay, here we go. That is a lot of damage very quickly, so do be careful, and don't stand in the poison like I did. Aether missile, not what we're after, a bunch of pet stuff. Okay, that stuff is probably going to mostly go the way of the dodo. Now, one thing that did just come up in my head is I do want to get the turtle shell. And I have been taking a lot of damage, so it may be worth speccing into that sooner rather than later. And I could take it right now, so if I take these 3 and that one out, then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would get us the tortoise. I think I'm going to do that, because we are taking a lot of damage here. Okay, so this is Gollus. I got my finger on the potion button because he does a decent amount of damage. And there's his ring. So Gollus's ring, you can see the flavor text there. He really liked that ring. And I kind of like that ring too. Where did it go? Here we go. Put it over here in the pile of rings that I like and may never use. I will probably swap Gollus's ring out instead of the Slith Primal ring. It's actually quite rare that I do that. The Slith Primal ring usually will stay there until it's replaced by the Elite Slith Primal ring. But I think this time I may swap it out because that's a pretty good ring. Alright, now we head out the way we came in. Pick up the loot on the way. So head out the way we came in. This floor, I usually end up going around this side, so around that side, realizing I can't get back this way, and have to backtrack the whole way. So don't do what I do every time and go the wrong way. We need to go back up 2 levels, and then we head to the right. Is this... nope, this is not our other Grand Vizier. That's fine, Ancient Heart, I'll take that for sure. Where is our other Grand Vizier? That's not him, he may be down here perhaps. Oh, that's blocked off. You guys can go away. Okay, here he is. Inixil, that's his name. Flame Silk slash recipe, and some other loot. Arcane Winds could be good, it's not. Okay, we are also coming up on level 35, and level 35 is a very significant level for any fresh character particularly, but also just any character. So I will cover the faction items we're going to pick up, or the faction item rather, when we get there, and if we get enough reputation with Homestead, it will be 2 items that I will be picking up. Okay, since we didn't find the Exalted chest previously, it's going to be in this little one to the north. I'm going to click on these as well. Not sure why a bug queen is so interested in iron bits, but for whatever reason she's collecting them. Okay, I missed the other spawn. Would normally be in this one. There is I want to say a 3rd spawn, but I missed it, so I will go back and get it. That is a lot of poison damage. How's my poison res? That's why. Fortunately, it's only her first form that does that, but let's swap that belt back in, get some more poison res, because that was a lot of damage very quickly. So once you knock her off of her wall, she's going to pull an alien queen trick, and there we go. Okay. So now we blow her up and hope that she dies before we do. Which was very close. I did make the choice to face tank her. You may want to kite her around the room. She does cave in the ceiling around you if you're not careful. Alright, let's go back to that one. And we did get a level up. Now, I said we were done with Nightblade, so let's go back to Arcanist. 2 points in the bar, 1 point in Frozen Core. And let's go ahead and change some gear out. Golus's ring instead of that one, which means we need a new soul shard. Alright. Back to Devil's Crossing. And we are also going to be swapping out our helmet. Let's just get rid of a whole bunch of this stuff, so as I have room to do it. I don't think we want any of this either. Helmets no, weapons no, boots. Yes, we want those boots. Okay. Let's go ahead and... I'm going to hang on to the Explorer's cover. You know what, I'm just going to use another one of those. I do want to keep the Slith Primal Ring, just because it's a good fallback. Actually, no, I don't. I don't care about that. Keep the add-on. Let's use that there. Our bleeding res is quite low, so I think I'm going to keep the add-on from that. And swap in the other one that I just sold. Hopefully I can buy it back. There we go. Let's just have a look at some of the other ones. Metals. Double rare, but not particularly amazing, even for being double rare. Although having said that, that is definitely better than what we're wearing, but we would need another level for that. That's got a lightning proc on it. We use that one. If I could find one with cold on it, I would use that, but we got... nope. Nope. Nope, okay. So, level 35 is when you get your first access to reputation rewards. Now, we're going to buy this one because Elemental Seal. But there are other items as well, so if you've, for example, still got the level 20 chest from the Fabric quest, you could maybe swap in one of these as well. These are not great for this build. This one is pretty good because it's got that huge chunk of health, really good armor, and some defensive ability. And Fizz Res is also really good. You're not going to get any skill points or anything out of this one, there's no proc, but it is a solid chest. This helmet is very good for us. I don't think any of these are all that amazing. Aether Soul I definitely want. Aether Soul is something I use in my amulet and metal a lot, especially if, like, for example, for now, we're 50% over cap, so if I can get another source of bleeding resistance, then this Wardstone is basically useless. I mean, I guess the run speed is nice, we're back down to 132, but whatever. Let's go ahead and sell that. I'm going to hang on to that. You can have the gun. Okay. And I already checked the rovers. They don't have anything I care about. So let's go ahead and chuck that on there. And you know what? I'm going to put another one on my helmet. So I did lose 20% energy and 3 energy per second regeneration. But I can always swap that out. And it hasn't been an issue so far. At least that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I am going to make another Wardstone to chuck on my metal. And I need to go get another Riftstalker amulet or whatever they're called. Let's go ahead and hang on to that. Will I use this ring? Possibly. That amethyst ring is nuts. Okay, and so we have to go making sure not to delete my portal. We have to go back here. Go talk to the Dreig Quartermaster and get another Rift Tear augment. Okay, where's the Dreig? First tab, Emblem of the Riftstalker. I'll buy a few. And I'm putting that back on button number 1. Now we have to run all the way back Pathfinding in this game is probably my biggest complaint, honestly. The rest of it I love, but the pathfinding is pants on head retarded. Okay, I'm going to hang on to that. If I do get the 3 set, then I'm probably not going to use it because it has an offhand, but we'll see. It is definitely better than Ungoliax's amulet at that point. For now, though, we'll leave it. And right, back to the Hive Queen's lair. Love the map here, the smiley face with one really weird ear. Okay, this is the shortcut to the exit. This takes you right back to the front door, so that's the Skyrim door, so it's 3 references in one area to the Lord of the Rings, to Aliens, and to Skyrim. I wonder how many of those are intentional. With that said, let's go on through here. And we're just heading over to the right, I guess to the northeast. Let's go ahead and do that ancient Aether Warp Totem. Now these ancient ones can be quite dangerous. Hopefully I'm not going to regret saying that. But yes, they can be quite dangerous. So be ready to run away, because you may need to. These things especially, the ethereal abominations, are ridiculously tanky. Have tons of health, and they will fire this Aether Wave at you, which will do a ton of damage if they all hit you. And even if only one of them hits you, at this stage of the game you probably don't have a huge amount of Aether resistance, so they will potentially really hurt. A lot of those, actually. Okay, so we got it done. Arcane Blaze. Why is it whenever I'm making a character that I don't care about that Aether Missile proc, they're everywhere? Okay. Righty. So the only other thing we have left to do out here, destroy the Ethereal Amalgamation. So let's go do that. The entry into the area where he is this little box here. So if you see this little box on the map, that's where you're headed. So let's go ahead and head this way. And one thing you can do, you can just run straight through this whole area. Ignore everything. You can clear it out as well if you want. But just open this gate, jump in. Don't stand in the Aether like I did. And then once you've killed those 2 crystals, the reinforcements will stop, because the gate closes. And then you can kill them safely. You can also attack them over the wall, if you are so inclined. Okay, I had a feeling that was a cold thing, but it's not. Right, so this guy is going to bust out of the, I want to say gym, it's not a gym. He's going to bust out of the barn, and we will kill him. There's realistically only one thing you need to worry about, and that is the Aether Waves that he will do. And if you time the mirror correctly, it will do no damage. If you time it incorrectly, you need to run or die. So, let's go ahead and do that. So, being a fancy boss, he is more or less immune to being slowed. Let's just kite him around a bit. So this is the waves. Use the mirror for it. And he's dead. There he goes. And he did drop his MI. If you are doing an Albrecht's Aether Ray build, which at some point I'll probably get around to, this is the MI for your offhand. Not going to bother with that. Alright, let's go get our loot. You get a one-time chest from him as well. No guaranteed blue or anything like that. And that's it. He's dead. He's dead. We're done. Back to Homestead. A few quests to turn in here. And this is why I was keeping the Explorer's helmet. If you are so inclined, you can put this on here, and it has 5% experience gained. Also, if you have any of the blueprints, I do not. If you have blueprints, there's a blueprint for the chest and the legs, and the boots are another drop. If you have any additional ones of those, go ahead and put them on for big quest turn-ins like this, and you'll get a decent amount of bonus XP. That's actually not bad. XP gained on the belt. Level 45 to use it though. And I think these guys have... nope. Maybe it's a Nightblade belt. Yeah, so they have the +1 Nightblade belt. Which is no good for us, obviously. Let's go ahead and vendor all of this rubbish. Check those shoulders. Nope. Two amulets. Both kind of meh. Alright. Let's keep that on for the moment. And let's go turn in a bunch of quests. Okay, and let's go rescue prisoners. Talk to Olgrim. He's going to tell us to pick one of the groups down here. Brother Maltair here, representative of the Chosen of Kaiman, or Kaiman's Chosen rather. You can go with them if you want. They're more themed around fire and lightning. The Order of Death's Vigil is who I'm going to choose because they are more themed around cold and undead summoning. It doesn't really matter. Neither one of them is particularly amazing. And probably by ultimate, none of their augments are going to be relevant anyway. This quest here, Weapons Master Borov, he will send you into an area that is heavily covered in Aether Fire on the floor. Taking that quest is a really good way to end up dead, so I usually skip that, and by usually I mean almost every time I will skip that. It's by welfare potions. And just check the rare items. Don't think I'm going to use any of these, but maybe. No. Okay, and then Douglas, we have cleared the fields, and we have killed the queen. Okay, there's 36, so take 1 point in elemental balance. This is just a small boost, really. We will end up maxing, I think, Overload at some point, but not yet. So we'll just keep putting 1 point in Frozen Core and working our way up to Star Pact. And with that, I think we are done for this episode, so thank you all very much for watching. See you in the next one, and goodbye for now.